My name is Seth Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this. Alright folks, so let's go into Photoshop and then Control N. Now I'm going to set here to 1200, 1200, 300 pixels per inch, RGB 8-bit, white. Let's call it Game Day Poster, and then create. I'm also going to use just one rule, so let's set it, and this is going to be like, I'm also going to start with a solid color. Let's go here, let's go to solid color, and let's use this particular color code 5DA0C6, and then click on OK. Now I also like you to go again and click on solid color again. Let's set it to black 000000, and then click on OK. Now click on the mask over here, pick your brush tool, and then set here to color black. Over here, set it to color black. Go here and use a soft round brush. If it's not there, go to general, go to soft round brush, and then set the hardness to 0. Also the opacity and the flow should be 100%. Make sure your caps lock is off, and then increase the size of the brush, and then just click here like that, and then click there again. Let's click there one more time, and then let's reduce the opacity of the mask a little bit more. Maybe 71% will be good for you as well. And so now we are done with this, let's Ctrl 0 to bring everything up. Awesome. Let's put everything in a folder, and let's call it BG solid colors. Alright, we're also going to bring our images in here, and let's bring this one, and then let's size it and drag it somewhere here. Alright, so something like this is quite great for us. And then let's give it a mask as well. Click on the mask, pick your brush tool, make sure caps lock is off, reduce the size of the brush, and then you're using a soft round brush, don't forget, and also set your opacity and the flow to 100%. Make sure here is color black. Also make sure you click over here on the mask, and then let's clean this side. Let's clean all these sides. In fact, let's clean this side as well, and let's drag it there as well. So we're gonna have something like this. Very cool. And then let's set it to hard light, and also let's set the opacity to 42. Great. Now let's come and pick this particular texture, drag it in there, and then release it like that. Drag it down, and then I also want you to set it to multiply, and then set the opacity to 28. Give it a mask, and then let's clean this side. Alright, so this is also quite great. Let's put both in a folder, and let's call it images. Sweet. Now let's bring our model in there. I'm talking about Neyman, the unforgettable, undisputed Neyman. Let's drag it this way, and let's drag it here. I just love this guy. He makes football quite interesting, together with Ronaldo and Mercy. So this is good. Let's give it a level, and then let's type over here 24. Let's clip it to it, and that is all. Close it. Let's give it a new layer, and then clip it to it as well. Now we're going to zoom in for this. We want to give it some shadows, okay, but the shadow is not going to be real unless caps lock off. Alright, the shadow is not going to be real unless the tip of the football or the legs or whatever is touching the floor has some dark shadows to it. So let's go here and let's set it to color black, and then let's over here, especially this side. Nice. And then also the foot as well. In fact, let's reduce the opacity a little bit, and then let's touch this side as well. So this will do. Let's put everything in a folder, and then let's call it model. Nice. Let's zoom in. Let's see. Okay, I like how this is. Now we can give it a shadow. Let's drag it down, and then pick your brush. Make sure caps lock is off. Increase the size of the brush. Also make sure the foreground is color black, and then over here is 100%, opacity 100%, and then click here, and then let's just drag it like that. Let's just drag it like that. Now we can drag it over there. So into a comfortable position that makes it look quite real. Alright, I think this is great. Duplicate it, then duplicate it again. Let's set this also right here. Now for this one, we want it to be a little bit behind, like that. Give it a mask, and let's clean unwanted areas. We don't want it to show over here. Okay, so let's say this is quite great. Let's just say this is quite great, right? So let's put everything in a folder, and then let's call it shadow. Now we can do more photo manipulation and add more realistic things to it, and even dodge and bend some of the parts of the body just to redirect the lighting and stuff, but it is a long process. This one is quite good. We can manage this for now. And so once we are done with the shadows, let's start with the text. So we type here, and then let's go and bring Neymar and type over here. Alright, let's drag it on top of it. And then let's use prime time. Let's also use regular here, and then let's use 45. And then also let's set the tracking to 0, and then that is it. Let's drag it somewhere here. Click on your move tool and drag it somewhere here. Awesome. Let's go and pick the rest of the text. Let's pick this, and then type here and let's paste it. Go to paragraph and use this particular one, left aligned, and then let's set it to Arial. I also want us to set it to 0 over here, and then let's untick this. Great. Let's set over here to around 31. Let's close it. Let's click here, and then let's Ctrl T, zoom out, and then just drag it in there like that. Let's zoom in, and then let's drag it here. Awesome. Now we can work on the leading quite more. Let's push the leading a little bit. Alright, so the leading 8.9 is quite good. Also make sure it's something like this. This is great. Let's close this. Now let's select both of them. Ctrl J to duplicate them. Let's hide this and then this. Now these two, let's Ctrl E to rasterize it, and then let's right click it and then convert to smart object. Awesome. Now this is going to be on one particular layer for us. I want us to Ctrl T it again, right click it, and then distort image. Now drag it from the middle here like this, and then drag this side down. Drag this side down. This side, drag it up here, somewhere here. Then this one, drag it here as well. Let's drag this side quite more. Let's see. I think this is quite good. You can experiment and see which one you like. Enter. Now I want you to drag it behind the model. Awesome. Just like that. It looks cool. Awesome. Now let's pick this, and then bring this one, and then let's paste there. Open it, go to paragraph, click over here. Awesome. And then drag it in here somewhere like that. Awesome. Now I want us to set it to bold this time. Great. And I also want us to close here, click here and duplicate it. Keep a copy just in case we mess up, we'll still have a copy again. Right now let's rasterize this, and then let's right click it again and let's convert to smart object. And then let's start with this one as well. Distort. Don't forget that. And let's drag this side up around this area. You can play with it a little bit. You can send this side a little bit forward, just to even make it more interesting. Alright. Okay. So let's drag this one also down. And then let's drag it closer to the football, something like this. I feel like Neyman is not really proportionate with the text, so let's click on the shadow and then let's click on the model. Ctrl T. Now you want to drag Neyman quite closer again. This one, drag him quite closer again. Awesome. And so we are done with this particular side. Let's also click over here and type 10. And then I want us to go and then look for impact. That's what we want to use. And then the size doesn't really matter, but let's set the size to 70. Great. Set here to 0, here to 100, and then that is it. Let's close it. Click over here, duplicate it. Let's hide this, and let's drag this one up as well. Let's hide that one. Now this one, right click it and then rasterize type, and then convert again to smart object, and then that is it. Let's drag it somewhere here, and then flip vertical. Great. Now this is good. Now right click it and then distort, and let's pull this side here. You want to pull it until it's almost out of the picture. Let's pull this side out as well. Just want to drag it. Just want to drag it. Alright, so something like this is quite great. And then let's make sure this one falls over there. Alright, so it's under the football, under the leg as well. Let's click on OK. And then let's zoom in. Now what I want us to do is to mask it. And I also want us to reduce the opacity here to 68. Great. Click on the mask, click on your brush, click on caps lock so that we can see it. Make sure the color is color black, and then the opacity and the flow is 100. And then let's clean this side. Something like this. It's quite great. Awesome. Let's also increase the size of the brush and then set the flow to 30. And then let's zoom in a little bit. Let's clean this particular side of it. So something like this is quite great. Alright. So now we can put this all in a folder and let's call it text. And then let's delete these ones. We don't need them anymore. Now let's bring our logo here. Let's go there and then let's bring our logo, UEFA Champions League, drag it in there and release it. And then let's make it quite smaller. Move it up. But let's make it more smaller. Let's keep it somewhere in the middle. Let's keep it on top of Neymar. And then let's change the color white. Alright, so let's pick our text tool and let's type over here. We need to add some few details here as well. And so let's just type UEFA Champions League. And then let's paste it over there. UEFA Champions League. And then let's go here and let's change the font to Railway. Let's set it to bold. Let's change here to 9. Click over here to make all caps. Let's make it color black here. And then let's put it in the middle. Let's zoom in. Awesome. Now I want to double click here and let's change this side to color white. Great. Now let's pick our rectangular tool and then let's draw something here like this. Awesome. Now let's zoom in and then let's drag it down. Let's make sure the text is in the middle of everything. We want to keep the text in the middle. Great. Now duplicate it and then click on the rectangular layer down and then let's drag it that way. Let's also drag this one here. double click on it, and then let's give it this particular color code, F3 C711. Click on OK. Now one more thing, you also want to make sure the space here is the same as the space here, or it looks like the same. These are little tweaks in graphic designing, so it's very important. Now click here, click here, click here. Let's make sure it's also middle aligned or center aligned. Awesome. This is awesome. Let's put everything in a folder and let's call it lower text. Now this is a logo, the UEFA logo, so let's call it logo, just so we don't get confused. Alright, so now this is the UEFA logo, then this is the text over here. Open it. Let's continue with the text. Let's type here, go here, and then go to paragraph, and then make sure it's middle aligned, and then let's type the rest of the detail, Wednesday, and then let's paste it there. Now let's go here and let's use Helvetica. Set it to regular here, and then the font size, let's use 8.7. Make sure it's also caps here as well, and then let's change the color to color white. Zoom in, and then let's also make sure it is center aligned. Leave some little space here. Duplicate it and then set it down here. Now you want the exact space here to be the exact space here, or should look like it is. And let's pick the rest of the detail, and then let's paste it there. Now with this particular one, we are still using Helvetica, we are using regular, and then we are setting the size to let's just say 5, and then let's set here to 5 as well, and then let's drag it closer. Let's set the Wednesday up a little bit. Great. Let's zoom out. Let's see how it looks like, and this is how it looks like. Now I think there's one more thing we also need to do just to make it more interesting. Let's add some glow effect to it. So let's click here, let's pick our brush, make sure caps lock is off, decrease the size, and then let's click here and let's pick those lights in the background, because see some stage lights in the background. Let's pick the color of it, and then click on OK. Now let's go and then set the opacity to 100 and the flow to 100. Let's click somewhere here. Now come here and let's set it to linear dodge. Awesome. And then let's set the opacity to somewhere 80%. Duplicate it, and then let's set the same over here, and then let's set the opacity to 59 as well. Let's put it in a folder and let's call them glow. Now let's come here, our last effect, go to gradient map, and then click over here and choose this particular color code 0000000. That's black. And then let's click over here and let's choose this particular color code 48994D6, and click on OK. Click on OK. I want you to go here and set it to overlay and set the opacity to 75. Let's call this adjustment. Okay, now let's go to the lower text, and I think we should bring it down a little bit. Somewhere here is quite great. And then let's go to glow. This one, let's duplicate it and then let's set it somewhere here, and then let's just enlarge it like that and send it there. And then let's duplicate it again, let's send it somewhere here, Then let's just drag it like that, and let's just paste it there. Alright, and let's set the opacity to 40 as well. Let's bring it in a little bit, and then let's see how it is. Let's close it. And guys, we are done. And so this is how you create this particular flyer. Please, if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Feel free to share this video as well. Like this video, comment as well. I love you all, guys. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.